Guys, don't worry. We got some trades that we're going to take this morning. So if you're thinking about, that trades, there are going to be lots of trades you want to take this morning. I believe you guys like the sound of that. Interesting. All right. So if there is one thing that I want now everybody comes to learn, but not everybody learns. Everybody who learns, not everybody get results. Everybody who gets results, not all of them grow. What phase are you in? I know this is deep. You didn't see it coming. But there's a certain level of awareness I want to be able to shift into this week. All right. Did you guys you caught all the levels? Everyone is here right now. You have an interest here. You want to learn. Everybody who comes to learn, not everybody learns, but we're all exposed to learning. And everybody who learns, all right, get results. If you learn, not everybody who learns get results. You can have the knowledge but not get results. Is that true? Some of you have the knowledge but you don't have results. And guess what? Everybody who learns and get results, not all of them grow. Some of you are proof of that. You've gotten results at some level, but you're not growing. You're still struggling. So what makes the difference? So the beautiful question that is pondering in my heart right now, if we are all on the same level of consciousness here on this call right now, you came to learn, you want to grow, you came to learn, you want to get results, and you want to grow. Okay? What phase are you in? Or where do you want to be? And what difference does it make? What difference does it make to really grow with results? What's the foundation of growing with results? That's why I asked the right question. What's the purpose of this? What's one of the things we do on a Monday? Okay. And Jim Rohn said something, and I want you guys to just know, because that's what makes, see, when it comes to the skill, I'm not really better than some of you. You may think that's different, but that's the skill. So there's an awareness. What was the most significant thing Jim Rohn talked about in what I exposed to you? Why? Why are you here? Makes all of the difference. Why? Now, why are you getting results? I want to ask a question. Why are you getting results? Why are you making progress? Why are you making money? Tell me on the chat. Why are you making progress? Why are you making money? It's a strange question. Some of you are arguing with the question. I'm not making money. I'm not making progress. But why? Why are you making money? Why are you making progress? I may simply ask, why are you failing? Why are you struggling? Why are you not getting it right? Do you know why? So let me tell you one of the unique things that I've experienced in my years in the journey. I know why I lose and I know why I win. I know how to get results, hold them, and grow them. That is one of the things that I've learned over time. I'm able to come to the relationship of building why. Okay, I don't just trade. If your consciousness is coming to a session and just trade and use your trading experience to judge yourself, you're learning it backwards. Okay, you're learning there's a consciousness of every experience that makes you. The experience does not throw a light on you. All right. Some people, so if you trade this week right now, you have a bad experience, you take that as this is who you are, where you are. Okay. Which is one of the rough way of assessing yourself. Personal assessment is key. Okay. You will not grow next week if you do not assess yourself right this week. So if there is going to be an assessment at the end of the week, how would you trade today? There's going to be an assessment at the end of this week. What would you want to be assessed? What do you want to be your assessment at the end of this week? Do you know why many people don't show up? You know why? Have you asked yourself why you are not accountable? I've given you guys every bit of opportunity to be accountable, but less than 0.5% of 100% is accountable in this group, yet everybody has the opportunity to be accountable. Do you know why you aren't accountable? It's not that you're scared of being accountable. You don't just have anything to be accountable for. How many of you think you are accountable? I know those of you on this call who are accountable. And I give everybody room to be accountable. How many of you can say in this call you're accountable? Let me know, chat. This is a consciousness I want you guys to. You have a better next week. And if you have a better day, you have a better week. If you have a better week, you have a better month. If you have a better month, you're gonna have a better year. Just keep getting better every day. It means for me to get better every day, there needs to be a source of assessment. You agree with me? And if there is going to be a source of assessment, there is going to be a result. What result do you want to be? Do you want to have if you are assessed? And guess what? If you put yourself in a zone of no assessment, you won't get results. And that is why a lot of you are not getting results, because simply the mindset is not programmed to be assessed. And if you're not programmed to be assessed, what's happening to you? Ozigizaga. You guys don't know. The jazz, you don't know what that is, right? Someone should tell what that means. Someone should type it on the chat. Many of you are having Ozigizaga. Okay. What's a better English word to express that? In a mild way, back and forth, turbulent, uncertainty, neither here or there, all over the place. Zigzag kind of result. Because why? You are not not in assessment journey. You're not putting yourself in a place of assessment. You're just, so let me say one word. You're just moving. Learn this morning. There's two parts of you that is required for this business. There is your mental side and there is your physical side, your work and your mind. There are two things or two entities that are required for this business. Can I tell you where a lot of people are making mistakes? There is no alignment between the work and the mind. Many people hope to get good experiences, but they don't have good works. So they do anything and they hope to get good experiences. That's not how faith, even if you bring it to faith, that's not how faith works. Faith is expressed by works. So if you want to have good trading results, you have to be a good trader. So one of the things you do in your learning journey is become a good trader. What does it take to become a good trader? For those of you who are in your journey of becoming a good trader, what does it take to become a good trader? If you've learned something from Ken Brimo, what is that one thing that you think I stand for, I pass out to becoming a good trader? And if you do not know it, and you've been here, you are lost and you need to go find yourself. No. I don't want you to see. I need you guys to stay with me a bit. All right. Direction is more powerful than speed. So if I tell you right now, you want to become a good trader, what is that? What's the blueprint of becoming a good trader? Task yourself. If I have to assess this question and give you a remark, what would you tell me? If this is $100 question, do you think what you write to me right now it qualifies the question? What would you be disciplined about? What would you be accountable about? A good trader requires three things. From the back, money management, skill data. You guys are getting it now, right? You need money management, skill data, and right psychology. A good trader. It means direction, position. How am I going to enter the market? Which is skill set, the knowledge of how I trade. Then, how am I going to transcend this knowledge into money? Money management. A good trader needs direction, position, skill, money management. And your position is driven by your philosophy of trading. So, and if this be true, if I as a coach sit with you and show me your last 2 months or 3 months, do you think the assessment I'm going to give to you is worthy of the result you've been looking for? Simple question. If I come in the next 2 months and I ask you the same question, would you still feel the same way you're feeling today? Because I know many of you are indifferent. You're neither clear on skill, you're neither clear on money management, you're neither clear on trading philosophy. But guess what? You're present every day. You show up you're in this group. If I check your trading account is worthy of assessment, like there are trades, but there is no, your why of trading is not present, but there's trading. It means you're busy, but without direction. Why do that every day and just hope to get results? Isn't that a curse? Isn't that a manipulation of self? In all of this, my statement or my words are to bring you to one consciousness. Why waste time expecting to be better when you are not better? Why try to get better results when you're not better at accountability? Why expect what you are not when you simply can be what you are? For those who have applied themselves, okay, I love testimonies. Mr. Giles, I believe you have something to say in respect to what I'm saying right now. How simple was it for the experiences of just working on being a disciplined trader in this template I give you? How has that affected you as a trader? I just need you to 3 minutes, tell me on the chat. Unmute your mic.
So it took quite a lot to get to that discipline. But once I got to that discipline, it was really, really easy, really straightforward. I basically had to reset, do what you've told me to do for the past 6 months, just knuckle down and do it rather than think that I know better, because obviously I don't know better. And once I did it, it's really, really straightforward and easy. And it's something that you just sort of wonder why I didn't do it in the first place, to be perfectly honest. There were a few bits that I wasn't quite certain about. So when I first started, obviously I haven't got a clue what I was doing. So I only started trading sort of 6 months ago, 9 months ago, something like that. Didn't know what I was doing. But you've repeated things over and over again that I haven't taken on board. And once I did take them on board, I then started seeing the results that I wanted. Or sorry, I took them on board and then sort of a couple of months later implemented them. And then that was when it all shifted and everything started to happen. And it was really, really easy. And I just sort of thought, blimey, that's so simple. It's such a simple thing. It's not hard work. It's not difficult. You just got to do what you're told to do, work things out. And I'll be honest, what I did, there were a couple of things that I wasn't certain about. So I asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT just cleared it all up in about 10 minutes. And at that point, everything started to happen really, really beautifully. I was like, wow, this is just so simple and straightforward. It's not difficult at all. Really isn't.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Giles. Now, I brought Mr. Giles out because of his accountability. Now, there's something I'm trying to help you guys understand in the score that you guys misplaced. You guys don't understand the value of it. Okay. Am I teaching you anything different? It's still the same teaching, still the same skill. Okay. But the only thing I emphasized when these people came close, or when they understood the message and they came close, was nothing is going to be different on the chart, in the market, in the skill. You just have to be different to get a different result. How are you going to be different? One of the things you have to do is get data on why you trade. Then you assess your data, then you get better to get better results. For you to do that, you have to be accountable because you do not know what you don't know. So this is what to do. Do this over a period of time, then tell me, all right, how you've done it. And that's what they've been doing. All right. And let me tell you that every one of you, you have the same experience. You have the same opportunity to do that. You would eliminate the noise in your mind that helps you make mistake when you just stay accountable to instruction. Many of you, the reason you're making mistake is not because you don't know how to trade. You're making mistake or you're getting bad experiences because you are crowded with trading decisions, trading learnings, exposure that you do not know how to manage. Am I making sense? You know a skill. You know how to enter a trade. You know lot sizes, but you don't know how to grow with them. Because why? You are doing it in the present tense when you ought to be doing it from the past tense. You guys don't understand that. You ought to be trading from the past tense, not present. I don't want to get result. I want to see my result that I have gotten. I repeat that. If you want to grow, you want to see what you're doing, the result of what you're doing, that will help you grow. But many of you are trying to grow. You will grow from what you're doing. So the thing is, get data so that you can look at this data and see, what did I do right? Or what did I do wrong? Then you work on it. You grow from the experiences of the past. So you make your past worth it. If you take any trade today, would there be something you want to assess by Friday? Why you took the trade? Would you see why you took the trade? All right, based on the template of why you're trading. Don't just fund an account to just make money. You would have bad experiences. Trust me, I promise you. Okay, and let me tell you, just so this is another level. Okay, today is Monday. All right, like I said, we're gonna trade. Mr. Giles is in a phase right now. Many of them have come to that phase. But I said something on this call. You can get results, but not grow. So getting this type of testimony is not the end, but is the beginning of a change. Because now there is this clarity that I've done this, I've gotten the result. You can't take that. You can't take that away. It's gotten forever. But now to grow with it has a certain, it's another journey. Okay. To stick with it and hold it is another journey, because I see a lot of, I've helped a lot of people got results in trading. Okay. But they messed it up, blew it up, and it started over again. And sometimes, let me tell you, warning, big one. When you get yourself to that place where you get good results from discipline and you start making some good amount of money, it is the worst phase in your trading experience. I'll repeat that. You guys want to hear it again? When you finally get a discipline in trading, I'm talking from the standpoint of trading success, not someone who gambled into results. If you figure out how to win and you start winning, is the worst, is the toughest phase in your trading journey. So when the heart or the mind of a person start experiencing results from good work, they settle. Comfort comes in. Hope is now turned to experience. Everything that drives you, that brought you to where you are, has rested. Energy has shifted. If you make a mistake and you sleep and you lose it to get back to this phase, it takes, it breaks. So let me give you a beautiful way to understand it. How many of you've passed an evaluation and you're now in a funded phase and you made a mistake and you blew your account and you have to go back to the evaluation? How does it feel? Can you fathom that feeling? You know what it took some of you, took you 3 months to pass that evaluation. And you finally passed it. You were doing well. But maybe something happened. You slipped. And you lost that evaluation. You lost time. You lost money. The will to start an evaluation. And in fact, only 3 months ago, you may not want to. The next thing you say, okay, I'll probably just even trade with my $50. Isn't that what's going to happen? You won't want to go through that process again. It's going to be hard. It breaks. It breaks. Like, so when I say it's easy to get, you can get results, but not everybody grows. I know what I am saying. Many people are deleted. See, when you have not gotten the results, your champion is still on. You fail, you rise, you fail, you rise. But if you've gotten results, to rise is very difficult. So, well, that is it now takes a mindset of the future to be able to help you rise irrespectively. So this is what I do. I don't care about my result. I don't care about my account. I just care that I show up every day doing the same thing. And I know that the power of time will reflect my result. It has always happened, but if you do it. So that's another level of mindset, because I have gotten to the stage where I know that I have to prepare myself for extreme losses. So I have moved to the stage where I get results and I lose them. And I start over like it never happened. You can't do that right now because you're not there. But I am helping you know that. So there are phases in this game. To become a millionaire is not a joke. It's not a thing you just hope. It's not a thing you just pray for. It's a thing you become and you work out. Does this make sense to all of you? Okay. Stop playing, stop trading, okay, and start growing. Start growing. There is growth numerically, and there's also growth in skill. Okay, I'm giving you guys a template of growth, and I'm promising you that you will get better. You will grow. You will make sense. You will start having results. If you leverage where you will make sense in your trading, you will earn. But that is not the beginning. That is a process to the beginning. The beginning is when you are fully own the skill, and you can practice this management without leverage, and you can begin to get a certain level of result that brings you confidence. All right, then you can lose this result and create it again. That is when you grow. Many of you are so emotionally attached to what you do not like. Many of you do not like to lose. And many of you do not like to lose. You are emotionally attached to the feeling of losses. And what you guys don't know is, why hold on to something that you would lose? You would lose that account. You would lose that money. It's something that would happen. You would lose money in trading. So don't hold on emotions. Don't give energy to losses. Accept it as part of the game and grow above it. I will lose today. I'll take trades today. I will lose today. So if I prepare to lose today, I will grow, because why? I would have experienced how I lost, what I lost, and I'll take a good data and better myself next week. So my emotions already accept losses. So I do not try to maneuver. I want to find the right trade. No, I don't do those things. I already know how to find the right trade. If I implement it and I take the trades, the trade will become right, even if it's a lesson. So I'll know that, oh, in the data of 10, I got in the right way and I got 7. If I do not get 7, I would assess it. What did I do right? I would learn, then I would modify and get better next week from the data that I did this week. Does it make deep sense right now? So it all comes back to why. Why did you trade this week? If you cannot assess it by Friday, you wasted this week in your trading journey. Okay? What is it a good way to start this week? I mean, if you think it's a good way to start this week. All right. So every one of you who just came in here right now, what's the experience of today? Wake up. Why do you want to trade today? What are you going to do this week? What would you assess at the end of this week? So if you begin to have that mindset, every trade you take will be a documentation for something to be assessed. So if you can have a good assessment on Friday, you'll be a better trader by next week, Friday. Okay. If you can have a good assessment by this Friday, you'll be a better trader next week, Friday. And that will bring you back to, oh, Cambry, how do I trade this week? Okay. Clarity. We have strategy with trade. So it's either you're leveraging right or you're trading right. Leverage means we call trades. We come now, we're going to take trades. I'm going to give you trade idea, market insight. Are you leveraging those market insight to have an account for it? Okay. And do well. When we post our result at the end of this week, look at your own result and say, oh, I leveraged where I did better. And if you see that, oh, my result is not, ask questions. That is assessment. You're assessing yourself. Kenry, you call this trade, I took it, but I had a lesson or had this. What did I do? That's assessment. Are we together? It means you're assessing by the leverage. I'm giving you guys trade almost every day. So you're assessing leverage. So at the end of the day, we're going to have outcome. If we lose, you should lose. If you do not lose, you assess yourself. Why did I win? We lost. It means you did something wrong. That's assessment. Winning or losing is not the goal. It's doing it right. If you do it right long enough, you have right results. So some of you maneuver trades. Some of you leave trades so early, okay, and you do not get the win. For every instruction in the group that I put in trading, would you get the result at the end of the week if you're leveraging? That is when you are in trading journey. Now that is for leverage. The other one is, oh, Kendra has given me the template and the concept. I have my own currency and I'm using this template and concept to take this, my own personal trade, and I have an account for it, different from my leverage. At the end of the week, you want to assess, did you follow through in that concept you promised yourself, that data you want to grow over a period of time? Did you? If you did that well, you're going to be a better trader next week, next month. That is your own trading. Does this make sense? Simple. Like, it's as simple as I'm showing you. You don't need to form a trading concept. You can leverage one, and if you grow in that leverage, you will get a better idea on how to do yours. All right. I mean, if you are ready for the week, put I'm ready. Okay, this is an instruction. Everybody is present, but not everybody learns. So you have to choose. You're going to be the one that learn. You're going to be the one that get results from learning, and you're going to be the one that grow with result. I just gave you guys a blueprint and a template to be able to do that. All right, with that being said, we're going to get into trading. So I saw that the first thing I want to do, I saw that time has changed, right? Back to the time has changed back to So we got in on BTC US. I gave you guys a range, and guess what? This range are still valid based on the price point. It's just wiping price. We can okay, but it's right about now. Market is bullish on BTC USD, but I don't want to talk about BTC USD. All right, but we have that during the weekend. It took us out, but eventually it's back in that, so it's consolidating. Okay, but guess what's going to happen? Market is going to break above this and attempt this. Okay, so I'm not missing out on this entry. BTC USD. Okay, so I'm going to come to made a lot of money from S&P 500 US 30 last week. So right about market jumped. Whoa, crazy. So right about now, we're going to shift. Oh, it's changed automatically. Okay, no. So this is going to be 7, right? Hold on. What's the time in London right now? It's 9:43, right? What's the time? Oh, but I thought you guys said time has changed. Wow. So time has not changed. Okay. So time has not changed. So I don't have to change my settings. Okay. When time change, check London. Okay. It is London time. The market is London session. It means it's London time. So if London time hasn't changed in respect to your own geographical timing, so I'm in 9:43, London is 8:43. It means the market time for the snipe consideration is 8 o'clock to 8:15 in London time. And that is 9 o'clock to 9:15 in Nigeria time. So if your time has changed in respect to London time, okay, just make sure you're checking your settings on timing. Okay, so this is hold on. So this is 9 o'clock to 9:15. This candle is the 9 o'clock to 9:15, and that gives us a range of our snipe to be here. So if anything breaks above right now, that's a snipe of the London session, and it breaks below, that's a snipe of the. So that's for raw. Okay, that's for raw. So I just wanted to clarify, because a lot of people will be asking, should I change my time? No, you don't. You only change your time if your time has changed respectively to London. So London is still holding 8. All right, 8 o'clock, and we are still. So if we are now in 8 o'clock and London is in 8 o'clock, it means this time I would have shifted my own time to 1 hour below. Does that make sense? So let's see. What am I going to do in gold? Hold on. Gold is going to sell. Hold on. What? Okay, so I told you guys, as long as, so based on price, as long as market breaks this, retest this is a very strong sell, but this is a clip this out, okay, which is also a sell zone. And I think this market is already selling, okay, but because of this week, let me take away this noise. We're going to get a setup for this week right now. If market, so what's the structure? Market is bearish, so which means we just need to break structure and sell. If market breaks below this, okay, I am going to sell gold. Below this structure, I'm going to sell gold. So I'm just waiting for this market to break below the structure. I'm going to sell gold. Okay, it's already in the, yes, there's a lot of noise here. There's a lot of noise. Okay, but I do know that if it breaks based on this time, if market breaks this structure right now, it's going to sell. So this is what I'm going to wait for in gold for today. Okay, the risk is a little bit high. All right. Okay, but the reward, okay, let's check the reward. Hold on. I think that may be a challenge. If it's not this candle, this is the present candle we're in, right? If it's not that candle, then it's going to be this candle. Okay, good. After this candle, then this candle. All right. So gold is promising. If it breaks below that, we're going to start dropping to this level. So I'm going to wait for gold. Yeah, for this low. Let me drop an alarm. It may happen before we leave this. So this is gold, all right? And if it breaks above, it's just that it's a little bit noisy on the upside, okay? If it breaks above this area too, trust me, this is break of structure. And this move is slightly bullish, okay? This move is slightly a change of character and break of structure. So if it goes, that is breaking above this is a buy. Okay, if it breaks above this, it's a buy to this area. So let me just put it here. So it is, yeah, this is a valuable return as well. So if it breaks above, I'm going to buy. If it breaks below, I'm going to sell. That is a market snipe idea on gold. If this is clear, put clear on the chat. So this I'm going to treat gold today. Okay, gold is in a strong consolidation, but the consolidation is wide. So it could give us a buy and a sell. All right, it is not started evolve and expanding yet. Market has not started expanding. Gold is technically just, on a crop. Okay, but in this crop, if market breaks above this area, we may not see price coming to these highs. All right, but that's we're waiting on that. Okay, we're just being, so if it breaks above this area, I'm going to buy. So I'm going to drop this in the group right now. I mean, if you are clear on gold. So I got clear on this one. And there's a question I'm going to ask. When I give this insight, how many of you know how to read the insight? You understand what to do? Let me know on the chat if you do not understand what to do. If you understand, let me know. If you do not understand what to do, let me know. Okay, this is SAUUSD insight. S&P 500, I think we're going to fill in the gap. There's a gap in the market. Market breaks above this area right now. That's a bullish move. Okay, market is already bullish. Breaking above is going to be it. I don't know the data that is here, but I think if the market breaks above, it's going to push on the upside. Let me see. Wow, that's a jump. Market jump. The next low is here. Be careful about the market anyway. So market is on the discounted side. So pushing up is going to be ideal. Okay, Bukola, you say you don't understand. So you don't understand the snipe idea I just gave code. Is it the entry or when what is it you don't understand? So I can know how to guide you. I think this market is going to break. The fact that I'm not seeing any data here is somewhat crazy anyway. So this is what I would do. What's the time right now? 8 minutes to go. If the candle closes above this black line here right now, which is actually, well, if it closes around this area, this is the snipe range. I don't know why this guy rejected. Okay, I'll be clear to tell you guys this. Let me do this. If the market closes above this candle, I'll love it. Okay, I'll love it. If it closes above this candle, it's going to be a ride. Okay, so this is going to be the risk of this trade. It's a small risk. That's why I kind of like the trade. Yeah, it's good. And that could take us to the next. This is promising anyway. The promising trade. 1 to 4 S&P. If it breaks out, it's good. And if it breaks below this, it's good. This will be a change of character. If it breaks below this, it's also good. So in 8 minutes, we're going to enter S&P 500 for sale. Okay, good. So this is it. This is good. This is good. This is good. So let me just get all the trades. I'll come back to you guys on the chat. Okay, so I think US30 is moving like S&P 500. US30 wants to do the same thing. On Monday, let's just look at one. Today is Monday. We have to be careful about how the market is settling. Okay. Euro USD is on discount. We probably will be seeing very strong rejections on the downside. And let's see Euro USD. I want to see it from market perspective. Okay, so finally it has evaded this area, and wow, even evaded this area. I think we might, over the course of this week, is either market, okay, it's not there. Market is going to start, this is discount. Market is on discount. So when market is on discount, you start looking for opportunities for a buy. Okay, so market may hit this area right now and start buying. I'm going to just watch out for the bullish opportunities on Euro USD. I'm going to watch out for bullish opportunities on Euro USD. My wallet is not. It should be in the room. Okay, so if market breaks above this area, I'm in on Euro USD. I'm not doing anything on the downside. Okay, I'm waiting for market opportunities to break above. Voila. All right. If market breaks above this area, I'm going to buy Euro USD like I'm not normal. Okay. Price action. I'm just going to buy, put a stop loss, and target beautiful highs. Okay. I can target this high. I can target this high. That's on price action. Okay. But snipe, just go for your 1-to-1. So that's what I'm going to do. For snipe, I'm just going to for snipe, it's not really too ideal for snipe because market has to, this is too close. So I'm not going to snipe Euro USD today. All right, I'm not going to snipe it. I'm just going to take price action. If it breaks above this area on the 1 hour scale, okay, if it breaks above, so let me give you guys an analysis on. So this is a previous floor and it's resting as a ceiling. If market breaks above this price, okay, retest this area. Okay, I'm going to pick a buy when it closes a candle as a bullish one. I'm going to take price here. So that is going to be my I'm taking price back to this area, back to this floor. So this is my simple trading suggestion, okay, for price action. So you guys can take a screenshot of it. So this is what I'm going to be waiting for on Euro USD. But that being said, what have I not looked at? I think GBP USD is the same thing. Same thing. In fact, this is even more clearer. Hold on. This one is even more clearer in price. So I'm just going to capitalize. The prices are noisy right now, though, but I'll capitalize on this. Okay. If market breaks above this area, I'm going to go up with it. Okay, and I believe the same thing is on the downside, but let me see where it is on the weekly. Okay, the same thing is on the downside. The market takes a week here right now. Okay, it's going to drop. Hence, we have two opportunities on GBP USD. Is either it's going to break on the upside, okay, then push up, or it's going to break below this and push down. That is how I'm going to expose myself, escape myself from this noise. All right. Because there is a flaw here. I held that to be this area. Okay. It could also be as strong as, hold on. Okay. You taking it upside like this. Let it close above this area. So this is good. Okay. For this area, this is how I'm going to see GBP USD. So you guys can take a screenshot of this. Okay. And this is price action approach. All right. The next lower level is, yeah, we can start targeting. Yeah. So if you get in, eventually you guys get in and call this trade, okay, exit here, TP1, exit here, TP2. Okay. Any question on the chat? So that is about market insight. All right. And we cannot go back to, I don't have access to the video that handles the LBS. What? Okay. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Unmute yourself. Because I'll mute yourself. I believe you've been following me training the LBS since when?
I joined last year, last month.
Last month.
Yes, I think second week.
Okay. So what's your understanding, basic understanding of the LBS?
Like having a Asia range, then London session coming in to break it either to the upside or to the downside.
Are
Then
you
that's
using
where
the
I'm
system?
stuck.
Are you
I
are you
don't
using
know
the
what
system?
will trigger man.
Are you
Yes,
using the
I'm using a
system?
laptop.
Can you share your screen?
Okay.
So I want to do a basic training for those of you who are looking for understanding. So let me help you guys with this understanding right now. Let me use
You've
Nicola.
disabled that. You
Is that?
disabled
Yeah,
participant
I want to
screen
give you
share.
I want to give you access. You know, sometimes when I train it, it looks so complex. So let me have someone who doesn't know it do it. So you guys know that it's easy. All right. Many of you just love to learn in a complex way. You have been programmed to do so. So when things come easy, it's hard. LBS is a shame. When it defies the odds of, it's so easy. Do you understand your screen?
I'm sharing my screen already.
Delete everything in your screen right now.
Yes, that's what I want to do.
Right, beautiful. Okay. So the first thing you want to do right now, go to indicators. Wait.
Okay.
Hold on first. Hold on first. So let's just take this as an accountable. What is GBG for Asia DMA? What's that for?
So is an EMA, is indicator,
Are
is
you using
EMA
it?
indicator. That's why I learned earlier, so I've not removed. I can remove it now.
Okay, so please can you just take it out first?
Okay.
You guys should learn to keep things easy. So market session by Leviathan, can you open it? You already have it. Just open it.
Yes, I've done that.
It's loading. Good, beautiful. Did you do the setup? So you've not done the setup. So go to settings. You are in
I think
Nigeria.
I've done that. Yes, I'm in Nigeria.
So change the 10 o'clock to 07. Tokyo, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. So that's good. The other one is good. It's on time. So no New York. Yeah. So this is beautiful. So you can okay.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So the first candle on this GBP USD, put the horizontal line on top the first candle. So identify the first candle. Put it below the first candle.
In London, right?
Yeah, the London. So the green is the London, yeah,
Okay.
baby. So the first 15-minute candle. So put a kind of horizontal line on the high and the low.
Okay.
Expand
Done.
your screen. All right, beautiful. So you see that first candle? You just put a line on the top and the wick. The top and the
Okay.
bottom wick. That is called the consideration candle.
Oh, okay.
So go to
Thank
daily.
you.
No, you don't thank me yet. We're just getting started. Go to daily. Time fine, they're daily, yeah. All right. So the previous day, put a line, horizontal line on the top of the day and the bottom of the day.
Previous day, right?
Yeah, previous day.
Okay. Done.
So you know how to identify previous day, right? You've learned how to identify previous day.
Yes.
Okay, you've learned how to
Yes.
identify the consideration candle.
Yes.
So you could change colors. The day are black. You could use the day for black. You could use the top of the candle for green or any color of your choice. So you know that.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes,
do
I
that
can do
right
that.
now.
Done.
Beautiful. So take it back to 15 minutes. So I want to teach you. So I want to make you understand the raw. So what's the concept of London breakout sniper? Okay, the market breaks every day. It either goes up to the previous day or goes down to the previous day. That's the concept of the London breakout sniper. Okay. When you trade every day, you're either trading to the previous day high or you're trading to the previous day low. So that is why you identify the previous day high and low. That's the concept of the strategy. Now we move from the concept into how you trade the concept, which is strategy of entry. Okay, there has to be a way to enter. So the capture of that way is the first 15-minute candle, which is what you just did right now. The first 15-minute candle is the consideration candle. If market breaks above, you buy. Where do you
Okay.
buy to?
To the previous day high.
Beautiful. Now, if market breaks below, you sell. Where do you sell to?
Previous day is low.
In the case of this market today, has the market hit the previous day low?
Yes. There's a rejection on the previous day low.
Good. So now I'm moving to another concept. So if there was an opening for the previous day low, you would sell when the market closed. Am I correct?
Yes.
Don't forget, everyone listen, the goal every day, when the market breaks the snipe, when the market snipe, you are sniping to the previous day high or you're sniping to the previous day low, okay? In the case of this snipe right now, would you snipe to the previous day low?
No. The
Beautiful.
distance is small.
Good. It means the opportunity for sale is already mitigated. It means now you have to be looking for what? Buy.
Okay.
This is where it now comes to risk. You'd only get in on a trade or you only snipe a trade that gives you opportunity for reward 1-to-1. So if this market snipe now for a sell, because why? The next candle that breaks below the first candle is the snipe candle. And you all agree that this other candle, which is the 930 candle, closed below. Am I correct?
Yes.
but there was
Yes.
no risk. So 1 is the concept, 2 is the strategy of entry, 3 is the risk. If there is no risk to the entry, to the direction of sell or buy, that trade is not valid. You only choose the side that gives you, because the truth is, the market is either going to break up, and you don't know which side is going to break, but you have to choose which side you want to enter. So I would only enter the side that gives me a reward 1-to-1. So let's say paraventure, this trade snipes and it still has a sell. I need you to put a line, okay, on the low, on the low of Asian. Are you guys enjoying this training? Everyone, let me know in the chat. So I'm not the one doing, Bukola is training us right now. Okay. Beautiful. So let's assume, now take away the black line. Delete the black line. Yeah. So let's assume, all right, that this green line is just put is the daily low and the market snipe. Put a, you know how to select sell, that sell short, range short for buy and sell.
I do.
Okay, good.
Yes,
so
I do.
put a range short for where the market snipe, the close of the candle of the snipe. Why is your color like this? It's supposed to be green. Okay, all right, red. Okay, beautiful. So now risk. Now move the stop loss above. It has to be above the swing high. That's supposed to be your stop loss. And take profit to the previous day low. Good. I need everybody to tell me, is this an idea to this? Does this trade gives you 1-to-1?
No.
So what does that make the trade?
Invalid.
It's not a valid. In the trading strategy, it is not a valid trade because it doesn't give you 1-to-1. Does that make sense? It means the sell, the market may keep selling, but you have a measure. The strategy has a measure for execution. Okay. If it snipes on the downside, I need 1-to-1. If it snipes on the upside, I need 1-to-1. If it doesn't give me 1-to-1, that's not my consideration. So it's clear. Now I need you to put a buy range from the up on the upside. Let's say this market snipes above right now, a buy range.
Yeah.
All right, good. So let's look at it. Now, if this market, no. You have to put it in the range is too low. So I'll tell you guys the risk. All right. So I've mentioned this several times. Asian swing high or Asian swing low. So what's the swing? If this market sells, decide to buy right now, what's the swing low? Okay, move it up. Move the sell range, the risk up. Yeah, that's your swing. That's your swing. Yeah. So a little below the swing low. That's it. All right. Good, because that's your swing low. If the market decides to break and close above right now, that would be your swing low. So that's your risk. All right. Beautiful. So if you look at the range to the upside right now, is it up to 1-to-1? Let's say this market breaks from where you put it. Is it up to 1?
No.
Hence, you see why I did not snipe. I didn't give you guys snipe on GBP USD and Euro USD. Did you see why? Did you guys now know why?
Yes.
Okay. Are you guys with me? Everyone on the chat.
Yes.
I sniped S&P 500. I sniped gold. But when it came to Euro USD and GBP USD, I did price action. Because why? Snipe. The market is consolidating the high and the low, which is my measure for trade. Okay. The market is not giving me that up and down. Does that make sense? That's why I gave you guys price action. So this is London breakout sniper raw. Very simple. First candle of the day. If the market breaks above, boom, I target the previous high for a buy. If I get 1-to-1, I take the trade for a buy. First candle of the day. If the market breaks, if the next candle breaks below, all right, I target. What's the time? Okay, I think the market has sniped. Just keep your screen. Don't worry. Gold is breaking. Let me check it. All right, gold is trying to break above for the buy. We have 3 more minutes to go. We have 3 more minutes to go to buy gold. Let's just hold your screen. Let me share mine. So let's see. So that we can all, let's see if we can catch this trade before we come back to the training. Okay. So if gold breaks above, the same thing. Why are we trading gold? It breaks above. It gives us to the previous day, it gives us 1-to-1. That is why we buy here. All right. If it closes right now, I'm going to buy gold. So the same way, if it closes below, I'm going to, because why? To the previous day. Can you guys see? That is what the snipe is all about. All right. So let's just wait. 2 minutes to go. So gold is going to. But are you guys getting it so far? Don't run too much, okay? How many more minutes? 150. Gold, don't disappear. Gold, what are you trying to do? Gold is trying to reject this knife. Gold is rejecting this knife. Okay, we got 44 seconds to go. Okay, it's looking good. All right. I'm in on gold for buy. It closed above. And the stop loss is quite there. It's around the 5084. So that's 5074, sorry. And take profit 1-to-1 will be 5152 area. Okay, so that would be 5152 area would be 1-to-1. That is around 5152 area. Okay, so this is around going to be 1-to-1. It means your take profit 1 is going to be here. Boom. So that is gold for us. So it's either you go on the buy side or we're going to take you on the sell side. So that's good. Gold is golding. All right. Okay. So we have our share on gold. So you guys got it, right? So gold is executed. Let's look at this guy. What? S&P 500 is also executed. I didn't put an alarm on that one. Come on, boy. S&P 500 also executed. Oh. Okay, good. Oh, S&P 500. Come on, that guy is flying. I was late to the school a bit. Come on, I was a little bit late to the school. Come on. So S&P 500 is going to be here. Here we're going to be exit 1. It's going to be out here, exit 1. Exit 1 is going to be here. The trade is already triggered. Exit 1 is going to be here. Okay. You can take out exit 2 here. And yeah, in case you're taking multiple entries. So these are going to be your, so by here, oh man, we're late to the school. Oh, shit. I was a little late. All right, guys. So got ourselves a trade there. And we can come back to the class, right? The candle has to close above the consideration candle or below. If it close above and close below. Okay, if it doesn't close, you don't take. If it closes, you take. All right. So yeah. Got S&P 500. We got gold. And beautiful. Okay, so let's come back to school. All right. Can we come back to school? So, Bukola, you can share your screen again.
Yes.
So for all those of you who didn't understand LBS, now, from what we're doing, are you getting a grip on what LBS is? And you find out that it's very simple. All right, good. That's a very beautiful question. So if you've watched my training, I tell you, you enter a buy candle, or you enter for a buy, you enter a buy candle, a sell candle for a sell. Now, that brings us to a little understanding of a candle. If there is a candle that for a buy candle that the wick is longer than the body, that's a sell candle, not a buy candle, even if it closes as a green. Okay, if the wick is long, the wick above is longer than the body of the candle, that is a sell candle, even if it closes as a green. Okay, that's a sell operational candle. Same thing, if the wick below, if you're selling, if the candle closes, the sell candle closes, and the wick below is longer than the body, that's a sell candle. So that's one of the things you have to watch out for when the market is closing a candle for either a buy and sell. Does that make sense, Kabin? All right. You see, EU just triggered the buy. How can EU use market structure? Let me look at it quickly. EU cannot have triggered the buy. Hold on. Let me check it. I gave you guys EU on market structure. No, it's not. It has not. It cannot have. All right. Are you with me? Okay. EU hasn't triggered. The price I gave you guys for a buy, it has to break above 1.15. It has to change okay, it has to break above 1.1568. All right, when it break above that area, retest that area, that is when it buys. Okay, except you're technically trying to even look for a snipe. And even if it's a snipe, it has not broke above, okay, for a buy. For the snipe. So and the reason I said I wasn't going to snipe, except you want to snipe with a risk, okay, is because the reward as against the risk is too long for EU. All right. So okay, why am I Madam Bukola, go to EU. I need you guys to learn. Go to Euro USD so that they can see what I'm saying. Just go to Euro USD. I'm happy I'm showing you guys this because this is the only session you guys are going to have this week till Friday.
This is EU.
Okay, good. So put a line on the first candle. Just do what you did. The first candle, previous candle.
Okay.
So can you guys see that this market has not sniped? You don't even have to put a line. Is just you don't even have to put it for you to know. Okay. So it does not snipe. It sniped for a sell, but the same thing that happened in GU. Okay, the daily low is already closed. All right. So let's look at the buy snipe. Go to 50. Yeah, you want to put the daily. Yeah, okay. Is Madam Azenabo here? She was here earlier. Okay, she's not here anymore. All right. I know someone asked in the group, I want to get the basic of raw. Frankie, you're getting the basic of raw, right? All right, beautiful. So this is 15 minutes. All right. Now, if the market buys and closes above that 15-minute candle, put a buy range to the previous day and put a risk point. And let's see if it gives us one-to-one. Good. Does it give us one-to-one?
Almost.
Almost. So that is why I am not buying. That's why I did not give us a buy side. All right. So clear understanding of the basics of London Breaker Sniper. Where would you say you are right now, Madam Bukola?
Please, I don't understand the question.
Do you now know what London Breaker Sniper is?
Yes, 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 yes. Yes,
When we
I know
talk
the
of
raw
raw,
now. Yes, I
you
know
know the
the raw
raw
now.
now.
Yes.
Is there any understand? Everyone on the chat on this call right now, this basic training on the London Breakout Sniper, is it clear for everyone? What to look out for trade, raw, okay, then risk. Madam Azenabo, okay, you're back. Not quite. Okay. Watch this video from the setup. It's clean. Okay. Previous day high, previous day low is the target of the day. The first 15-minute candle, all right, is the consideration. When it breaks above and it gives you a one-to-one to the previous day high, you buy. That's raw. Okay. When it breaks below, it gives you one-to-one, you sell. If it doesn't meet the criteria for the risk, you don't buy, neither do you sell. Isn't that clear enough? So the most important thing is getting the consideration candle, which is the first 15-minute candle, and getting the high and the low of the previous day. Is that clear enough?
Yeah.
Don't try to put any understanding or a variation to it. That base, if you miss that basic one, you're going to miss everything that follows. I need everybody to be clear on the basic because that is where your practice starts. It is clear. Okay, I need you to do something right now. From this training you just got, go to any currency of your choice and show me how to snipe it.
Okay. Should I do it?
Yeah. Go to USD CHF.
Okay.
So set up a snipe on USD CHF. First 15-minute candle. Okay, all right. Is that your first 15-minute candle?
Yes.
No, that's not.
Yeah. If I have candle like this, that is not
Beautiful.
full body.
You see where you see what back testing or when you practice, you see what happens. Okay. You ask questions. All right. So that's the first 15-minute candle of the day. Okay. Now watch out. So let's just stay on raw a bit. Let's stay on raw. All right. Now, what I need you to do right now, okay, you already got your risk. So if you have to buy this trade right now, put the range for a buy. So this market snipe for a buy. So
Done.
it means this trade is qualified for a buy, right?
Yes.
Beautiful. And if it is buy, if it's a raw snipe, you would have entered this trade. Where did you put the entry? Where did you put the entry?
I put it on the breakout here.
Why did you put is the close of the candle you put your entry?
Oh, okay. It's next one.
Do the risk now.
I've corrected it. So the SL below here.
Okay, good. Bring it down. Yeah, good. So it still qualifies for an entry trade. So this trade means
Yes.
USD CHF snipe at 0.17793. So this is a good snipe. It's sniped, and it has a risk, and it has a good reward. So it means by raw, this market sniped. Is this clear to everyone? Now I want you to do the same thing. So this is there's an instruction coming. Okay, I want this training. I'm trying to get your question. This EU map out. The risk isn't at the low of the previous day, but the London low. Okay, so the risk is always at the swing low in the Asian session, or the swing low, okay, that preceded, if it's past the Asian session, the swing low that preceded the entry. Okay, so that is always the risk. So in the case of USD CHF, the swing low that broke, the swing low of the Asian session is higher than the swing low of where the market opened this morning. So you always have to use the swing low, okay, the preceding swing low before the entry. So the question is, what is a swing low? I believe every one of you, how many of you here, you do not understand what a swing low is? Or a swing high? Raw means no variation. Simple concept. If the market breaks above, I enter for a buy if I have a risk 1-to-1 to the previous day. If the market breaks below the first 15-minute candle, okay? Now, this is something, madam, can you stop sharing? At least I believe everyone got the concept of the raw. So I don't tell you how how you guys put a master tape on the raw. So I'm not telling you to trade the raw, but the journey to the London breakout sniper starts with the raw. If you do not understand the concept of the raw, you will not understand its variation. We've transited from the raw. But if you're starting your journey, it is best you understand the raw before you transit into other forms of price action or the activity that I've done over the last couple of months. So, but I want every basic student to understand the concept of snipe. So when we say snipe, the market snipe, you have an understanding that it's snipe. Okay. Now, what you're going to have challenges with on the snipe is the risk. Many times is the risk. So I'm just going to do a couple. I'll spend the next 15 minutes. I'll do a couple of risk factor. Okay. So let's take Euro USD. This is the first 15-minute candle of the Euro USD. So I will use this thing inside. So this was the first 15-minute candle here and here. So when the market closed, the second candle, hold on. Oh, what did I do now? This thing has started. What have I done again? Oh, let's know. Don't come and do what you did the last time. It's not moving like a let me refresh. This thing has started again. This thing has started again. This happened and I changed. I don't know why it's not moving. Okay, it's back on track. Why is it always doing like that? Okay, so if you guys notice this is the first, this is the first 15-minute candle of the day. Okay, and market snipe below. And now if I wanted to look at the concept of the previous days, I'm using this as a yardstick for the raw now. Okay, the reason I wouldn't take a trade. So in this day, this was the previous day, high, low. Okay, and this is the previous day high. It means if I was to take this sell, it already closed below it. There was no consideration. Okay, so if this market sniped below, all right, it already hit so this was out of the context. So now for a buy, if this candle closes above right now, it is sniped for a buy. But I will not have to consider. Now, in the Asian, this is what I really want to show you guys. How do you select your risk? I don't know if I'm being too fast anyway. How do you select your risk? This is the Asian low. Okay, this is an Asian low. This is a swing low. All right, this is a swing low. If the market didn't have this is the swing low in the Asian session. But because the market is breaking, this is the present swing low. This swing low has to be, all right, lower. It cannot be higher than that of the Asian session if you're buying. Okay, so this is the Asian swing low, but now we have a new swing low. So this is the valid swing low. As the market progresses, you actually get. So let's say the market close here. This is going to be your entry. All right. And if you're targeting the swing high, this is why we're not taking the trade for a buy on snipe. Okay. If you're following the rules of snipe. So hence, I rather trade this trade in a market structure. If you break retest, I'll buy. And my target is going to be what? Going to the next high of, I just target 1-to-1. That is why I'm using price action. Now let's go back, okay, and check. So what I do, this is one of the things you guys can do, back test with the same principle, back test. Okay, if you look at this right now, and you do not just trade every currency. So this was an entry. This is supposed to be, if this market gave me an entry here, this is supposed to be my risk. It means this market hit the validation before it moved. This is the swing. So this area is actually the swing high in the Asian session. And if I took taking this trade here, this would have been my risk on EU. And my reward will be 1-to-1, which goes to the previous day. Does that make sense? Okay. That's how you select your risk. The risk is always the swing high for a sell and the swing low for a buy. And it has to measure in the Asian session. So there are some situations where the swing high, okay, so that you may have a new swing high, but it is not equal to that of the Asian session. You use the one in the Asian session. Okay, so let's take, for instance, Kemba, what are you trying to say? So let's say this was the break of this candle. All right, now you guys watch this. So this is the snipe. This is the first candle. Okay, so let's say we are looking for a buy, and this is the break of the Asian session for a buy. Ladies and gentlemen, now this is the present swing low of the market. This one is the present swing low. But because it is higher than that of the Asian, I will use the Asian one is the one you use. In case the present price action is higher, you use that of the Asian. Does it make sense now? Let me know in the chat. So in the case of this buy, I'm assuming this was the market just now. I won't use this one. I will use this one. It has to what? Be aligned with the Asian session. The only way I'm going to use this one is when it's below the Asian session. I will use that because that is present swing. But if it's above the Asian session for a buy, you use the Asian session. So this would have been my risk on this trade. Is it clear now? Do you guys get what this one? This is what I wanted to show you guys. All right. Is it clear now? Everyone. Because if you miss the risk, you miss the trade. So the risk is always the Asian low, except, or for a buy, it's always the Asian low, except the present low is lower than, the present swing low is lower than that of the Asian session. If it is, you use the present swing low. But if it is not, you use the Asian swing low for a buy. Okay. And if you're wondering what is a swing low in basic understanding as a basic student of trading, okay, a swing low is interpreted in this line chart I want to show you right now. So this, a low that breaks a previous high is called a swing low. Okay. A high that breaks a previous low is called a swing high. So this is a high. It broke this previous low. It's called a swing high. Is that clear? Simple. Did you guys get it now? So anytime there's a break of structure, that low that caused a break of structure, all right, it's called a swing. Is it clear? Now put 100 on the chart if you got it. Irrespective of where you are in trading, I think this should give you a basic understanding. So if you're looking at this right now, so why is this a swing low? It broke structure. So this is a swing low because it broke structure. Okay. This is a swing low because it broke structure. All right. So when you see this right now, this is structure. What makes this? This is a swing high because it broke structure. All right. So anytime there's a break of structure, that high that breaks a previous low is called a swing high. Is it clear now? That's 100. I believe everyone gets it from here. Okay. You get it from here. Get it from here. So with that being said, that is raw. The variation on raw snipe. Raw is simple. So what you do is whatsoever currency you do, go back test it a minimum of 50 to 100 times. See how raw reacts to that over the last 100 days. Back testing is going to take you 15 minutes or 1 hour to back test 100 trades. See how that trades. So there are trades I don't do because why? The raw does not support mostly currencies. It does not really support some currencies except GU and EU. That's why I only do that. For other currencies, it's very, even GBP, JPY. So before you to take a certain strategy, back test it over 100, 200, 300 times, all right, and see what it has done. So that gives you the confidence. If you see the outcome, okay, you want to see how many trades won, how many trades lost, how many trades broke even. If it is more than 65% outcome, it means you can start front testing it. You can start trading it. Okay. If you've not back tested it and you're trading it just because we told you London Breaker Sniper is good, you are a gambler. It means you're not assessing yourself properly. Okay. I'm just doing a training. I'm just showing, okay? So what you do now that you know the concept, you can go backtest EU and you can now send results on EU backtest over the last 50 days. How many wins, how many losses? You cannot get. I'm giving you the template to know how to snipe. So it's not about are we not supposed to? We all now know if a market breaks above, you buy, a market breaks below, you sell. So now that you have that knowledge, go back test it, you see the result. This is how you now begin to test different currencies to see which one appeals to you, which one have result. And that's what we've done over the years, over the months. Okay. Indices, it is good. So raw is better when the market is trending. In fact, the London breakout sniper is better when the market is trending. It is not good for a consolidating market. It's good when the market is trending, is expanding. The times you're going to get messed up in the market is when the market is consolidating. That's why I love volatile pairs like gold, US 30, US 30 indices. All right, because why? Those markets are always volatile. Does that make sense? So after you do that, you will not transit. If you see me straight, the rest ones will not be a problem for you because that is what I do. I am now using a variation, okay, of break of structure. So when the market snipe and I'm seeing structure, I just want it to snipe and break structure. So that gives it formation, okay? Or the market break. If the market is trending, if the market is trending for a sell and the market snipes for a buy, I don't just enter the snipe. I want price action, which is a change of character to happen. That is now a variation I've transcended onto, but I'm still following the rule of what? Snipe. For me to enter a change of character or break of structure, the market has to snipe. It's still the same culture, but different what I'll call it entry point. Any question? So you don't have to learn that. I do that every day. You'd learn it. I even did a video of it recently. I don't know if it's Samson is on the call. You can throw the video. I think he posted it in the group. Okay. Upgraded raw. Okay. If you want to follow that, boom, you can now follow the upgraded, but the raw, simple raw, I just showed you guys on this call. I use Bukola to show you guys. All right. So you go do your back test. And there's a video that I've done on the raw before. Samson, you can also send that. That's the in G4. I did it with also the what they call it, it's like scanners. It's combined with the scanner, so it's simple. Now, Bukola, you asked a question. So there is more to this thing a little bit psychologically. So technically, I showed you what the template looks, but there's a psychological part that plays, which I added to ovariation. So when I open the book, the up and down, which is the power of choice, position. So if the market is on discount and the market snipe for a sell, and I check the previous day high and the previous day low, which side would you rather go if you're an investor? That's position, the power of position, power of choice. So you can make a choice which side you want to buy. So I did a variation, okay, that, if I'm checking the previous day high and the previous day low, and there is more potential on the buy than the sell. If the market is on discount, I will look for a buy. I will ignore the sell. And that's what I did. I do it with you guys. Because why? Now I'm now owning the snipe. I'm not just trading what it will do. I'm trading what gives me better return on investment. Do you guys get it? It means I am now owning. So the market will either break up and down. I don't know which side to go. I don't know which side the market will go, but I can choose to go the side that has more return on investment. If I put $100, I will get $200. Okay, that's 1 to 2. I'd rather invest on the side that has more reward. It means you're choosing. So that's a variation. Okay, it means you're applying your knowledge and skill and more investment into the strategy. But for you to do that, you need confidence of data that that thing you're doing itself works before you now transcend into choice. You first have to have, it works. Do you understand? At least the raw or the variation you're taking works. Okay. Then going to the question you asked, which is something people to pay attention to. Kabin already asked about the candle that breaks. Don't go and sell when the candle that breaks is a buy candle because it's showing red. the candle has to be a sell candle. So if the wick if the wick is on the downside is longer than the body of the candle, that's a buy candle. You can ignore that candle and wait for another candle that closes well as a sell candle. Same goes to the buy side. Now, another thing to consider, which we added, all right, for the raw is if the opening candle, like the one Bukola identified, is that tiny little candle, okay, that has just tiny body. If the body of a candle or if the candle is not up to 5 pips, you can ignore that candle and take the other candle as a consideration. Or just ignore that day. Okay? It means that day, that consideration candle didn't open well. All right. It's the candle has to be at least 5 pips on a currency. Then it shouldn't be more. The opening candle shouldn't be more than, for a currency, it shouldn't be more than 10 pips. Okay. Yeah, even for indices, if it's too long, ignore. Most indices will open a long candle. What that does is it increases your risk if the candle is too long. And your risk in every trade shouldn't be more than 150 pips. So those are things you can now just apply, okay, to begin to own this, right? Any questions so far? That is about our time, okay? It gets better when you apply yourself. Don't try to complicate your beginning. Let your beginnings be as simple as raw. So practice raw. You catch up with us, don't worry. You get better. We may have started 8 months ago, but if you start your journey and follow this instruction I just gave you guys, you'll be a better sniper, okay, over the next couple of weeks. But what you have to do, you need to have data to assess. So make a decision. Which one do you want to trade? And do you want to trade the one I'm trading right now? My journey for you is experience the raw so that you understand everything about Snipe. So while you're doing the one I'm doing, you're also documenting, because everyone is going to pass through the process of my accountability. I'll tell you, go document the raw. I want to see 100 trades and what's your results, submit it. All right. So if you submit it, I'll now tell you, okay, wow, this is beautiful. Do you know I can assess your raw? That's the beautiful thing about London Breaker Sniper. You can't just give me results. I can go find the result. I can find that. That's, you tell me, these are many buys, this is the currency. Myself, I'll go and do it. If I don't get your result, I'll tell you made a mistake. Something is wrong. I did it with some of my inner circle students. I did it, and they've gotten better at all the variations now. Because why? They were accountable. All right. Your emotions should not be in the trade. If your emotions is in it, you miss it. So the best way is if you're not accountable, I cannot assess you. All right. So any one of you, whatever currency you trade, go put the result of 100 trades in the group between now and Friday on the variation. Type the variation you're trading. Is it raw, or is it change of structure, or is this just type the variation? And you put those trades you took that win. You took 100 trades. Win, loss, break even, invalid. I just showed you trades that are invalid now. All right. If I see by Friday, I can see that result. You guys will have a class, a beautiful class on Friday. I can show you. All right. And I tell you. Okay. Is it possible that the next candle after the first candle would retest? Forget anything about retest when it comes to Snipe. Retest is price action. Snipe is a close of a candle, breaking and it's a break and close kind of strategy. A retest is price action. Break, retest is a continuation pattern. So if you want to add that as a strategy, it means you would ignore the break. After a break, you wait for a retest before a closing, before you take a trade. That is a strategy. It means that's Snipe price action. After the market snipe, you're waiting for it to retest before you take a trade. That's a variation in itself, and it's a good one. Okay, but the only thing is that you might be missing out, because some trades will break mostly and move. And when it comes to retest, it may be going in another direction. But guess what? If you just back test it over 100 trades for the break and the retest on the same 15 minutes, and if it breaks, retest the zone, the first candle, and it closes up, it could be a strategy for you. And guess what? I promise you, it's going to be on the winning side. If you do it, it's not yours. All right. Any other question? Has it been a good session? So should we have a session on Thursday, or we should have a session on Friday for accountability? the next session, I'm only going to have one session with you guys. You have one more session for the week. Which should I can prepare myself. Should we have on Thursday or should I have on Friday? Friday, based on the fact that I've given you guys an assignment, I will assess you guys by Friday. All right. Or we should just have a trading session by Thursday. So I'm going to see you guys on Friday. So this is one of the things I'm going to do in the course of this week. So I'm going to have a bonus session. Maybe I'll have a bonus session on Tuesday tomorrow, or probably on Wednesday. Okay. It's going to be a special session, special training. And this is going to be for the growth team. There's always going to be a responsibility now for me. I won't just show up and have a bonus session. Okay. So I want to tie everything to growth. So if you want to be part of this session, there has to be a responsibility you have to do. And this is going to be for those who want to apply themselves for growth. So on Wednesday, I'm going to have a call on Wednesday. Who's going to qualify for that call? It's going to be actively based on those who become resultful. So this is my result. Between now and Wednesday, between today and Wednesday, so that's 2 days. If I have the session tomorrow, that's 1 day. If I have the session next tomorrow, that's 2 days. Between now and tomorrow, invite a friend to the group. If you invite 2 people, you qualify for that session on Wednesday. All right. So every session that I'm going to have, free session that I'm going to have, is going to be based on you invite a friend, you qualify. That is going to be the yardstick for the bonus session now. But for the general session, we're going to have a session on Monday and Thursday. You guys can sleep in the group if you like. Sleep and wait for the. All right. But I'm going to be sending trades anyway every day. If I see opportunities, I'm going to send. But for live trainings, okay, for our bonus session, I'm not just going to show up. I want to show up with responsibility. Okay. So I would say everybody's going to receive the link on a private one. Private link. So you do that, just put, yeah, done. You receive, I will see it. I will see it. All right. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, easy, right? I don't know if you think that's done. For the quality of education you are getting, can you invite 2 friends? Okay. And the beautiful thing is who you invite qualifies. Okay. If you invite 2 friends, they qualify. So if I send you the link, you can send to those 2 friends, okay, to participate. Okay. That way I know that this is going to be an energy I can invest in. I can put on myself energy investing in people who are like me. All right. So help someone.